August 17th. I'm a little tired today, so it's a really quick dish that I've got on the go. It's chicken fajitas, and the recipe is from Jamie Oliver's Food Tube. So it's basically a couple chicken breasts, red and yellow pepper, some red onion. That all gets fried with a bit of sweet smoked paprika, salt, pepper, and olive oil. And then I'm not going to do a guacamole with it. I'm just going to put some sliced avocado in it and a little bit of yogurt on top. So here goes. Okay, so here's all my fresh ingredients ready to roll. A couple of avocados, the peppers and the onions, and my chicken breasts are over here. My daughter thawed out a little more than I needed, but that'll go for another recipe. And my beautifully decorated counter with the Slurpee cup. You see, I do have a teenager in the house. Anyways, I'm going to chop these all up, and then I'll get right back at it. Okay, so here's all my vegetables chopped. Just cut the peppers into sort of reasonably small strips so that they cook fairly quickly, right? Onion, same thing, cut them into, this one I cut into sort of half rounds, cut it in half and then chopped it this way so that they're kind of in fairly thin slices but in rounds. This one I decided to cut sort of wedge-like, so I don't think it really matters as long as you've got, you know, fairly thin slices. And I only did an onion in half because quite honestly my eyes are starting to sting like hell and my family doesn't like onions that much. So there's the onions and the peppers on the go. So I'm going to stick those in a pan with a little bit of olive oil and get those sauteing while I chop up the chicken. Okay, there they all are in the pan. A little drizzle of olive oil. My heat is sort of on medium high-ish. This pan heats up pretty hot, so I haven't put them on super hot, but I've kind of got them started, and I'm gonna get to cutting my chicken. Just getting a fresh cutting board and away I go. Alright, chicken sliced up in a bowl, drizzled a bit of olive oil on it, bit of this, smoked paprika, this is going in. I've just measured out some in a spoon here, it's about a tablespoon, probably a little bit more because I like a fair amount of it, but you can kind of judge what you like. Now, I was probably supposed to do this at the beginning of the recipe so it had a chance to marinate, but I forgot, and I'm tired and hungry, so whatever. It's getting done now, and it's going to go in the pan in a couple minutes as soon as I've got it actually properly stirred up. So while we're waiting for the chicken and the peppers to fry, I thought I would show you a picture of my dog. This is Riley. She's lying on the ground, waiting desperately for something to fall off the counter to feed her, because that's just what she does. Hey, Riley. Alright, last bit. Here we are with the avocados. This is going to be really interesting trying to do this with one hand as I hold the camera with my other hand. But I'm actually going to show you how to prepare an avocado because there are, oddly enough, some people that don't know. Not to mention any names. You know who you are. Anyway, so basically you kind of cut it around like this, which I cannot do one-handed, but you're going to cut it through, cut it all the way around, pull it off with a stone, and then take a spoon and scoop out the inside. So I'm going to assemble one of these, and I'll show you before I chow down. Okay, so here's the assembled product. I've got the chicken fajita mixture on the bottom. I've sliced about a quarter of an avocado and placed that on top. This is some plain yogurt. So it's a little more figure friendly. And yeah, that's it. Now it's time to chow down. Bon appetit. Alright, so I moved venues, I'm sitting down in my studio, chowing down. It's really good. I didn't put enough salt in it. And if you want, you could add some cheese, or you could add a little bit of tomato in it just to give it a little extra. You could put some salsa. If you want, you can put sour cream. It's totally up to you. But here it is, pretty quick, pretty delicious dinner.